Joe here. Today's story Massimo. The name Massimo. M-A-S-S-I-M-O. Massimo. Okay. So Massimo is a royal Italian family name or something like that. It's like a prince. I think there's one prince right now named Massimo in Italy. Last time I checked, I don't remember. But the name specifically, I didn't know existed until August 2011, 3 long years ago. I worked at a daycare. One of those corporate daycares. It was just an awful place. But some of the children were very entertaining. So this one particular kid's name is Massimo. So I remember the first time I met him, he was, how old was he? 4 maybe? 3, 4? I don't know. And the kids are playing in some indoor playground thing, and I'm, a TA, I'm a teacher's assistant. So I'm hanging out with the kids the first day, and like the teacher's going, alright, this is so and so, this is so and so, and this is Massimo. And I was like, Massimo? And she's like, yeah, Massimo. I'm like, are you sure it's not Massimo? Like the brand at Target? And she's like, I'm pretty sure it's Massimo. And I was like, alright, I'll ask him. So I bend down, like I kneel down in front of the kid, and he's running around, super hyper. And I go, hey, I'm Mr. Joe, I'm new here. What's your name? And he's like, Massimo. And I was like, are you sure it's not Massimo? Massimo? And he's like, no, Massimo. Massimo. And I was like, okay, cool. So ever since then, I knew that this kid would be awesome because he was sarcastic at 3. At the age of 3, he was sarcastic. Or 4. Let's say he's 3 at the time. So, wait, I can figure this out. Okay, hang on. 2012, he started kindergarten. So he would be 5. So 2011, he was 4. Yeah, okay. So the days progress, the weeks progress, Kid's hilarious. And his mother is straight from Italy, so she's very broken Italian accent. And who told me that I pronounced my last name wrong? It's Machello, not Masiello. And I was like, okay, well, thank you for educating me. But I was still going to say Masiello because it sounds better than Machello. So Massimo, he was bilingual, so he would always say stuff in Italian to you, and sometimes you wouldn't understand him because he would mumble. And I know I am Italian, but I don't speak Italian because I'm an American. I'm a stupid American who only speaks one language. So Massimo would always go, you always say prego and all those other things. When he got mad, he would scream in Italian. We had no idea what he was saying. It was fun. Massimo would make up his own words too sometimes. So I remember one day, the first day he ever did this, I was dying of laughter. I was helping the kids with their snack, and it was like it was watermelon. So Mas looks at me, and he knows he's supposed to get his own fruit. That was like the policy or whatever. They have to serve themselves, which is stupid because 4-year-olds can't hold a spoon and a bowl to serve themselves without throwing it everywhere. Dumb. So Mas looks at me, and he knows that I can't stand when the kids throw their food all over the place anyway. So he just puts his plate up, and he's like, Mr. Joe. I was like, what, Mas? And he's like, can I have more water lemons? I was like, what? Water lemons. This is what he's saying. Water lemons. Can I have more water lemons? And I was like, Mas, do you mean watermelons? Watermelon. And he's like, no, water lemon. And he knew he was saying it wrong, but he knew that it was making me laugh, so he kept saying water lemons. So every time I look at a watermelon, I always think of Mas going, water lemon. And it was very funny. God, what other Massimo stories? Could never sleep by himself. You'd always have to rub his back to put him out. Sometimes you have to rub his head. He had thick, curly brown hair. Kind of like mine. He was hilarious. I remember he had an accident once. Like, he messed himself, and he's a big boy now, so he needs to take care of himself. So, I'm in the bathroom with him, just giving him his clothes, and he starts laughing because he peed himself. I'm like, Mas, you're supposed to laugh and then pee yourself. You're not supposed to laugh because you peed yourself. But he thought it was hilarious. there's so many of the tales of that child. It's just, he was hilarious. He's absolutely hilarious. What a character. And he was so popular too. The kids, every kid wanted to hang out with Massimo because his name is very unique. It's very different, so the kids remember it. And he's a very funny kid. So I'm excited to see what he does, in the future. Obviously I don't talk to him anymore, but I'm sure we'll hear of him. I'll keep his last name to myself. But Little Moss, and I've been inspired now. If I am ever to reproduce, my firstborn son will be named Massimo. Massimo Massiello. God, I can't wait. I mean, I can wait, but I think it'll be hilarious. So yes, that is the tale. Well, one of the tales. One of the many tales of Massimo. Stay now, brains.